works.
Alright, what we're going to make this week is a space can. We're going to make a large one, brute size. But first we're going to concentrate on getting the bottom container correct, because we're going to make this hydroponic. And then we're going to line the inside of this can with reflective duct tape. After that, we're going to install the fans on the top and bottom for ventilation, and then we'll worry about the lighting. Well, let's get on to getting the containers ready. We'll start with the bottom. Now what we're going to do is, you can find clear containers a lot quicker than you can find black ones. But it's not an issue. All you got to do is spray paint them so that they hold out the light. So we're going to spray paint this. We're going to spray paint the lid and the bottom on the outside. And I'll put a piece of tape up the side so that when we're done we can peel that off and you got a level indicator. So we'll get to that and I'll show you the results of that. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to use the reflective tape inside the can. But first we have to make sure it's clean inside, so I've already washed it. Now I'm going to dry it with paper towel and let it air dry for a little bit, and then I will start the tape. You need it to be a clean surface for the tape to stick correctly. You don't want to do this project and have it start falling apart. Now, as you can see, when I'm doing the tape, first thing I'll do is I'll divide it up into fours. And normally you would do the whole bottom first, but I just only did half to show you how much it brings it out. Then you work from each quarter out so that your sides are pretty even. And I use paper towel to rub on the tape so that it sticks good. Alright? Now I will show you, I will finish this up and give you a look at it when it's done. Alright, now we've finished the inside of the can. Paper towel really helps getting the tape stuck down. I mean, I got it pretty much around every nook and cranny. Yeah, there's a few little bubbles in there here and there, but for the most part it's stuck everywhere, and every last bit's covered, even the ridge, just to hold everything down. I won't do the top until I get all the things fitted into it. I still got to cut in for my fans at the bottom for intake air. Here's a better look down inside, and this is just with one light shining. So once I get about 1,000 little LEDs in there, it ought to light it right up. Okay. Alright, now we did the top, did the reflective on it, and then I put what is a bathroom ceiling exhaust. Okay. I've used these in our barn and other areas. They worked for years, no problem. Then all I did was I cut a 3-inch hole and put a 2-inch elbow on it to vent it out the top. I put 6 screws to hold it in place. Okay. Then, just to hold light and keep it reflective, I covered it in reflective tape as well. Now these, I picked these up at Lowe's. They're anywhere from $14 to $17. They come plug ready. The fan itself is replaceable. So you don't even have to ever worry about taking this housing out again. They sell just the fan portion. And the screen itself has two little clips on the back. They go right in. And then just snap it down in place. Okay? Now this, as you see, fits right on top. You can grab it by the handle if you want. I will add a link to the fan at the end with a picture of it by itself. Now what I need to do is put two fans on the side at the base for inlet air. For those, I'm just going to be using computer CPU fans. I've got several of them around, and you can pick them up off eBay for $1. Alright. These are the fans I'll be using. Straight out of an old computer. And an old power adapter Radio Shack. Got it set to 12 volts. And that will be enough for the intake air. I'll put them in the bottom, and I will probably put some screen over them just to help keep out any unwanted critters. Now, as you can see, I've got them put in and got the wire ties on it. Now next I'll tape down everything because I hate loose stuff. But the outside looks relatively clean. Alright. Alright. Well, we got the fans installed. And we also got some lighting put in. Now right now I've only got 60-watt bulbs in there. I don't have fluorescents. I gotta go pick some up. But just to give you an idea, it's bright. And if we kind of show you inside, you can see the two fans in the back at the bottom. It gets plenty of airflow, and see if we can show you right here. That's how I just got the lights mounted on top. Now the only other lighting inside I may do is some 50/50 LEDs. But for right now, the top is about done. Next we'll work on the bottom, get it ready, and we should be wrapping it up soon. Thank you. Alright, this is our tote from the bottom. Now I put a piece of tape here, and now that it's all painted up, pull the tape off, and that'll be our level indicator on the side. Now just for filling purposes, I'm going to put a 2-inch hole here and put this net cup in there with the neoprene stopper on it. Now in the center, I got this net pot, and I'm going to mark this out, give it a little leeway around it, cut it out, and then for this side, I'm going to put in 2 air lines, one on this end and one on the other end, okay, with air stones. The other thing I'll do is take the net pot, mark the space can on the bottom so that I can put it in. So the next shot I show you will be the finished product. Alright, so now we've finished. I'm ready to plant in it. So let's show you what we've done. Inside we cut the bottom out. We put the net pot in the bottom. On the bottom container itself, of course, we had to cut a hole for the net pot to come through. Now on this corner, I took a net pot and put a neoprene filter in it to make a plug for filling water. On the side, I made for a level indicator. Now what I will mark is the minimum level that's acceptable to me, and the upper level will be just at the bottom of the net pot. Let's move around back. Now in the back, I zip tied a power strip onto the back. Now all the plugs are not into it right now because the top's off. I put 2 air stones in, one at that corner and one at this corner. Now one pump could probably do both, but I have the 2 pumps, so you know, redundancy is my friend, okay? Now once I get the top on, the only other upgrade, let's say, is I will probably get the LED lights to go on the inside to increase light. Well, I hope that everybody's found this educational or helped you out in some way, or maybe give you a fresh idea. Now you can make this same thing with 5-gallon buckets, but I just happen to have the trash can at hand and a lot of the supplies. Now at the end here, I'm going to place pictures of all the items along with prices, so that if you want to build one, you can get a good idea of it. Well, I hope you all have a good day, and thank you very much.